Turkeys on a limb, bass on a line. Ain't none sweeter than a strawberry wine. High in a tree, wind's looking good. Hope it comes in just like it should. It's about a time, it's what the cameras show. Here it comes in, chasing a big old doe. His tongue's hanging out, he's coming in the rain. And go to full draw, things about to change. Here at deer camp, we'll hunt all day and hope the big one don't get away. Here at deer camp, it's the woods I grew up in, hunting with all my kin. Here at deer camp, I just shot a stud, thank the good Lord up above. Here at deer camp, I know one thing for sure, I'll be behind a tree up on Coon Knob, and I can't wait for this fall to be at deer camp.
I'm gonna do a little bit of trapping here, really just behind the house. We butchered a few cows and threw some bones and scraps out here, and been getting a picture of a pair of red foxes coming in, and I've seen sign of them and seen them on camera, so this is getting up here close to the house where I'm setting this trap. Don't want them to get up here. I got some tame rabbits that we butcher and everything, and then we got chickens that we get eggs from and butcher, so don't want to lose any of our livestock to the foxes, so I'm gonna go ahead and set some traps and see if I can catch a pair of them right here. So snow's starting to melt, but it's still gonna be here a day or two. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out a pretty big spot. It's gonna be that dirty spot right there is gonna be eye appeal in this snow. That's gonna make that fox curious when it comes in here tonight. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my rod and make my dirt hole. That way I know where to set my trap. Based off it with a fox, I only want about 4 inches from the dirt hole. About the middle of my palm is where I want it to set. I always offset my traps of the dirt hole because the critter's legs are going to be on either side of it while its nose is down in the dirt hole. I'm a little rusty. It's been a few years since I've got to set some traps. I miss it. So I thought that anchor's not working. It's an old homemade anchor there, made out of a fender washer, and it works sometimes and they don't sometimes. That one's pretty bent. I like to drive my anchors all the way down to where my swivel's just under the trap. With a fox, it's not necessary. They're not going to pull out very easy. On these 18-inch anchors, they're a little overkill, but there is a chance of catching a coyote back here also. Alright, we've got our anchor down. These are just some older 1.5 Dukes. I like using them for fox because the number 2s, a lot of times if you get a smaller fox, it'll break their legs and you'll lose them. So these 1.5s work really well on foxes. And since that's what I'm targeting back here, it's what I'm going to focus on. Now it's important with coyotes, but with red foxes especially, you got to get this trap bedded where it don't move at all. Red fox are known to be trap diggers. If they feel that thing shift the least little bit, they're gonna dig it and figure out what's moving underneath. And after he digs it, more than likely you're not gonna be able to set a trap down here that he won't dig, because anything that has any of that smell or the lure and stuff, if he thinks there's a trap there, he's gonna dig for it. Really get that stuff packed in, use your hammer, tap it in. Alright, that's not moving. Jeremiah, can you bring me my dirt bucket? Bring it closer. With all this snow and everything, all the dirt is very wet and moist. So I'm gonna use peat moss. I could not find my sifter. So I'm gonna have to use my hands and hope for the best. But I'm gonna hit this whole area so it kind of blends. And then I'm gonna have to order me a new sifter. You can see my pan's right here at the lowest point. Your coyotes and foxes are always going to step in the lowest point. I'm going to got a couple pieces of stick here, and I'm going to poke on the outer sides of that trap and lay them in here as guide sticks. They're not going to want to step on anything that's going to poke them in the foot. One back here so that he steps over that. And there's your set. Now I'm going to take my gloves off when I'm putting bait in here, because I don't want to get that bait smell on my trap. That'll be another reason when I go set the next trap, that scent will be on my gloves and then get on your trap. That'll be another reason for you to get dug up, is they smell the bait on your trap. I don't have any sheep's wool, but I've got out of those rabbits, which rabbits are big time food to fox. And here I've got some beef liver and trimmings and stuff that was cleaned out of the grinder and everything. It's usually what I make my trapping bait out of, is just trimmings and stuff when we butcher and freeze it. Poke it down in my dirt hole. And then right here At the top of the dirt hole, I'm gonna put just a little touch of this Red Fox blend lure. Put a little bit on a stick. I'm gonna lay it just right there on top of that just for them to smell and make them come over here and be curious. Check it out. We'll check back in the morning and see what we got.
It's still just Ben and me right here doing what we've done for 10 years now. We've been able just to continue to focus on things that matter to you. This camera is going to be a special camera for us.
Looking forward to what comes after this because I know we're not going to stop.
That is a cool deer, man.
I thought I'd be in these neon lights that keep me up, got me thinking maybe mom and dad had it right all along. We're too old to still be alone, and we ain't happy ever after all. I'm just saying it wouldn't be as bad as we.
Well guys, as you can see, I caught a skunk. Not my favorite to catch, but I'll get him dealt with. It'll take a little bit of finessing and get in there and take care of him without him spraying. But I'm gonna go ahead and dispatch it because once again, that's another one of your nest raiders that get in there and eat your turkey eggs and quail eggs and everything. So we're right here on the edge of a marsh, so I'm sure there's ducks and geese that end up laying in here as well. But I'm gonna dispatch this one, and this will probably be all the video I do on him. But I'm not gonna video if that way if I do get sprayed, y'all can't make fun of me. But shouldn't be too big of a problem. I've dealt with skunks quite a bit. As long as you go slow, and usually if you can keep their tail pinned down, they won't spray themselves. I can do that and have a catch pole on him and dispatch him and keep him from spraying. A lot of times when you dispatch them though, they spray. So what I like to do is transfer them into a cage or you know, like a cage trap, and then euthanize them inside there. I've got some stuff you can give them a shot with and euthanize them, and they won't spray. So we'll see how this works. As you can see, we had a snowy, icy mess last night, and I'm gonna get him taken care of before it gets any nastier out here and everything. So. Skunk number 2 for the day. This one in this tire set. Excuse me. He's already gone. He's dispatched himself, caught up under that tire and suffocated himself, I guess. So anyway, skunk number 2 for the day. But one less nest raider, that's what we're shooting for. Getting rid of these predators that take care of our deer fawns and our turkey poults and quail. So we're making a dent in it, one of them at a time. At the next trap, got us another little possum. I'll get this one moved out of the trap and dispatched and rebait this. Been putting hurt on the possums, which they're nest raiders just like everything else. So glad to get rid of them. Got a couple more traps to set. I got 2 to remake. 1, I don't know, it may be too wet. All this ice and stuff starting to melt and make a mess. So we'll see if I can get the water out of it and reset it. If not, it'll sit there till tomorrow and I'll reset it once some of this dries off. But it's been a pretty good day today. Well, guys, we set this trap yesterday. Got another one back here behind Jeremiah running the camera. But we got a possum in here. We'll get him out of here and dispatch it and get one of the turkey nest raiders out of this farm. We had one coyote come by on the camera. We got a reveal watching over this one too. So I'm gonna get it out, get this reset, and hopefully get one of those coyotes or a bobcat. Well, we got a coon here in this coon trap in the dog proof. Nice and calm. If we wanted to let it go, you could let it go, but I'm going to dispatch it because we're trying to do some turkey management and help these turkeys out. We have a whole lot of coons and possums and skunks on this property, so I want to go ahead and dispatch this one and get rid of some of our nest raiders. So got a possum and a coon so far today. Well, you've seen us set this set the other day. We finally got a pretty red on it. He's a little muddy right now. Everything thawed out and got a muddy mess. But we had 2 in here last night working it and ended up catching this one. So hopefully tonight we'll get the second one, a mate to it, and very prime looking red fox. Now guys, we ended up with another possum. This time in our dog proof. So I'm gonna remove him and then I'll dispatch him over here so that there's not blood smell and stuff around here. But this is one of those turkey egg eaters, and here where I'm at there's a lot of marsh ground, so they'd be eating the duck and geese eggs and everything. So it's another one of those critters that we like to get rid of because they're overpopulated and hurt your turkey and quail population and everything. So I'm gonna get him out of the trap here and we'll dispatch him and move along.
Okay.
Like that. Alright guys, here's a new set I just put in. You can see there's a heavy trail going right up through there. I forgot to video while I was setting it. It's just your general dirt hole set. But I've got a CD with a crow wing on it flagging there. CD there, as you can see, I'm right on the road so they can see it up on the hill anywhere there. Or as they come down the road bed here where we're parked. Or up here on this little knoll. But just your general dirt hole. I'd save some duck feathers and put some duck feathers around it. It's got plenty of flagging, should get their attention. Hopefully catch a big old bobcat. That's what we're after, but we'll take a coyote too. Well, we got a possum. This possum actually caused me to miss a bobcat. I watched a bobcat walk right past him up here behind Jeremiah on the dirt and went on up the hill. So I've got a reveal cell cam hanging in a tree there, observing these traps, seeing how predators interact with it and everything. We ended up catching this possum. I've got another set right here, and once again we're on this flat on top of the road bed, and caught the possum before the cat came by. So I'm going to reset and kind of rearrange things here just a little bit and change them up, just to make them look a little different when next time the cat comes through. So I'm gonna get him out of here, dispatch him, and reset. So I already set this. You can see this old wall. I don't know when it was, if it was Civil War or just old homestead. I'm not sure when it was. It's pretty dilapidated, but still pretty neat. It'd be nice to know the history on it. But I've got my flag there above it. You can see it's up the ridge that way. I've kind of made a small little cubby, filled it with duck feathers and got bait in there and lure. Got the cat guided right in there. As you can see, there's a big cutover over here, roadbed that goes up the hill, and the creek bottom out through there. So anywhere that cat walks within 100 yards of this, he's going to see that flag. Got the creek here, so catch it going to water. But that should be cool. It'll be a cool set to catch something on that old rock wall.
The American eagle is our country's proudest symbol of the freedoms we hold so dear. Interlock's new American Eagle honors the freedoms, strength, and greatness of the eagle and the American people it represents. Anodized in the red, white, and blue of the American flag, the American Eagle is a tribute to our proud nation and our American-made products. Like the talons of an eagle, the blades cut deep, and the outcome is final. Freedom, power, strength.
We've had a lot of rain the past day and a half, so I guess the critter's kind of been down and not really active. And last night we ended up catching this fox. Obviously, last night or early this morning, the catch circle's not really tore up very much. He hadn't been in the trap long, so we're going to get it dispatched. Got a double front foot catch here, so it was just perfect standing there smelling in this dirt hole. You watched us make this one a week or two ago, and I've only rebaited it once, so finally got the second one. We caught the first one up here. There was a running pair right here. We're literally 80 yards behind the house, so we've got rabbits that we butcher, and we've got chickens and everything, so we need to make sure they're not getting our rabbits and chickens. But stick with us. We got a few more days left of trapping season, and let's see what else we can catch. Hey guys, well, we got a coon this morning on the run and a red fox. So trap line's picking up a little bit. You can see he's in a dog proof. He's got his arm up here wrapped around the tree. So if we wanted to, we could let him go, but we're trying to get rid of the coons and possums and everything on this piece of property here to help the turkey population and to get rid of your nest raiders. So I'm gonna get off here and dispatch him and reset it and see if we can catch some more. Hey guys, well, the last two traps of the season, we was pulling traps. It's the last day. Got a young coyote here. I can't tell right now if it's a male or female. It kind of looks like a young female, but I'm not sure. Caught it on a urine set here. All I had on here was some red fox urine and some coyote gland lure. But the coyotes and the bobcats have kind of kicked my butt this year. I've got a lot of reveal camera footage where they're working all around the set, but just couldn't end up catching them. They outsmarted me a little bit, but we got a nice young coyote here. We're gonna dispatch it, and that'll be one less turkey predator and fawn predator right here before turkey season, and right here before the fawns drop. So that's all what it's all about. We got to manage the land, and you know, it's our job as hunters to be stewards of the land and manage it and take care of it. And if predator population becomes too much, we've got to help our deer and turkey and rabbit, quail, squirrel, everything, that population out and take care of it. So I'm gonna get this one taken care of, and that'll be the trapping season this year. It's been fun. It's been a hard one. We've had some crappy weather that we've had to deal with. Easy now. So if I needed to, I could turn this dog loose. It's not hurt a bit. It have a sore paw for a day or two, but that's all it would be. But like I said, we're wanting to eliminate these predators. We're gonna dispatch it and pull traps, and it's time to get some fishing done, and we're getting ready to go do some shed hunting as soon as we pull these last two traps. Hopefully we can find some big sheds. But it's been a great season. Well guys, it's the last day of trapping season. I'm gonna pull my traps. There's an extended coyote season here in Missouri on private land, but with bait orders coming in and everything, I just don't have a whole lot of time to run the traps, and it's getting warm and about ready to go do some more fishing. And, we had a good season this year. I got skunked from the coyotes and bobcats. I've got plenty of reveal camera footage of them working the sets and peeing and pooping on my sets and saying, haha, I know your trap's here. So I'm gonna do some more research, and I've caught plenty of coyotes and bobcats, but this year they kicked my butt. So we've got quite a few coons and possums and got a few skunks. Caught a couple reds behind the house, so they won't be messing in the chicken coop. got plenty of the nest raiders out of this property, so hopefully our turkeys will really have a good nest season this year. We're gonna do some land management on here in the next few days. Got a couple other properties that I'm gonna do some land management on, and you know, try to help that turkey population out here just before turkey season and get it ready for some hunters for turkey season. So guys, we appreciate you watching our videos, and if you got any questions, just shoot us messages, and I'm sure some of the team members would be glad to answer anything, you know, that might pertain to some of our videos. But we're just a big old family group here at Wildlife Overdose, and really enjoy the outdoors, and hope we can teach y'all about it. Okay, and that's a wrap.